Now. Okay, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Jet Willie Silly, man, aka Mr. Take It Easy before you end up like BZ. But make sure y'all follow my Twitch. I'm kind of in a little good mood right now. 8-game win streak, TV up. 8-game win streak. You know what I mean? And this is not just any 8-game win streak. This is an 8-game win streak against mostly above 500 opponents. Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Can I get an amen? Look at him, built like a sack of laundry. You ain't got to say amen. It's cool. Keep looking at me. I love the attention. I love when your attention is on me. I love when you don't drop your head. I love when you make complete eye contact with me. I love it. You know what I'm saying? But man, 8-game win streak. And it's like, I was finna say, make sure y'all follow my Twitch. Subscribe to my second channel. I will not be going live on Twitch today. I kind of started the day off a little bit. Y'all know y'all be having one of them days. Y'all ever just like have one of them days? Y'all just be like, man, bro, just F everything, bro. You know what I'm saying? Have y'all ever had one of them days, bro? Like, I still worked out. I still was on the routine that I was on, you know what I'm saying, that I mainly be on. But one of these days this day was just like on some like, man, I'm just gonna slug it around. One of them procrastination days. I feel like all of us had them type of days before, you know what I'm saying? So I really don't feel like going live on Twitch, honestly. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go live on Twitch tomorrow, bro. And y'all already know I'm off every Sunday, because that's every day is the Lord's day, but that day right there is dedicated, to the Lord. Just all in, just everything is dedicated to him. But yeah, man, dude, this right here is what I gotta say. And like I said, bro, one thing I'm never gonna act like I didn't say. One thing that y'all know I said, I never critique Luka's talent. Have I ever critiqued Luka's talent? I said the only reason Luka cannot be a top 5 player is because of what? Crying and flopping. Now, we could take the flopping out because Nikola Jokic flops all the time. SGA flops as well. Everybody flops. So I'm going to take that out of the equation. But it was the crying for me. Really why I was saying Luka isn't a top 5 player in my book. He hasn't been doing that lately. For the past 8 games, Luka has been straight menace. I don't know what the heck got into Luka. I don't see Luka crying like that anymore. I don't see Luka foul baiting, flopping. This Luka is the best player in the league. And I know a lot of y'all do not want to admit that. If Luka, and I said this before, but one thing people gonna try to make it seem like, I know when I get back on Twitch tomorrow, it's gonna be that, you know what I'm saying? Oh, you're switching up again. It is what it is, bro. I told y'all, when it comes to people like that, bro, I don't even try to talk no more, bro. You know what I mean? But if he takes away the crying and that right there, forget the flopping. Like I said, everybody flops. If he takes away the crying, Luka is the best player in the league, bro. Luka can compete, and even on the defensive side, these past 8 games, Luka has been exceptional on the defensive side. Only casuals, and Luka really been good. He been decent for real when it comes to the defensive side this season. Like, only casuals, bro. Like it's a lot of people that just do this. Can we stop speaking on things we have no knowledge of? That makes you a fool speaking on something you have no knowledge of. Luka actually has been decent this season. He hasn't been the best, but he's been decent this season. And through this stretch of time, Luka has been amazing on defense, bro, during these 8 games, bro. I'm going to keep it real with you. Luka is the MVP, whether you like it or not. And people just criticize Luka, bro, you know what I'm saying? Because people just criticize Luka, because, hold on, y'all just got a funny people criticize Luka because he cries. You know what I mean? But it's crazy to me how people say that SGA deserved MVP when Luka this season, his stats this season is better than SGA's MVP season. SGA MVP season was 32 points per game, 6 assists and 5 rebounds. Luka is averaging 33 points a game, 8 assists and 8 rebounds, but he doesn't deserve to be MVP, but SGA does. So SGA deserves to be MVP over Nikola Jokic, who was averaging a triple-double, but Luka doesn't deserve to be MVP over SGA when his stats is better than SGA this season, and his stats is better than SGA last season. So it's like, I don't understand the one-sidedness. I realize he cried. I realize that. But, bro, crying ain't got nothing to do with hooping. Like I said, I get that. He cry a lot. That pisses me off, too. Complaining. I get that. But, bro, you cannot deny what the freak he's doing right now. I don't give a dang if he crying. I don't care what he doing. Bro, hooping. Point blank period. He MVP. How you gonna say SGA is an MVP? How is SGA the MVP frontrunner when Luka is outplaying him in every category? And then we're gonna talk about, oh, his team is number one. This is a freaking MVP award. Bro, Russell Westbrook won MVP, literally averaging a triple-double and got knocked out the first round. His team was not the best in this MVP season. When has this MVP award became the most valuable team award? This man team is the number 3 in the Western Conference. This man team is on an 8-game win streak. This man just dropped 60 points. It ain't like his team losing, bro. Get a man the MVP, bro.
The only men.
I ain't trying to hear about no SGA getting MVP. SGA needs to get in. You cannot say SGA should get MVP when SGA is not outplaying him in no category. He's getting outplayed by Luka in every category. You don't even have a reason of why you're saying SGA. The only reason you want to say SGA deserves MVP over Luka Doncic, bro, is because his team is doing better. That's it. When it comes to player, bro, SGA is not playing better than Luka Doncic right now. If you say he is, you're casual. Go look at the stats. Forget the stats. I watched the game. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not finna go back and forth with, oh, SGA should win the MVP. Man, shut the freak up, man.
8-8 in the last 60 years. Well,
man, dang, they're averaging a triple-double.
Is on pace to join them. Oh wait, he's actually on pace to join them for the 3rd time. When LeBron James joined the NBA, he was seen as the potential GOAT. From the ages of 22 to 26,
bro, Luka should win MVP, bro.
Has averaged more points, more rebounds, and more assists than LeBron. Even if you adjust for the slower pace of LeBron.
I ain't gonna lie, Luka, bro, Luka low-key is insane.
By 26. As for Luka, recently I've noticed the hate around him has gotten loud. Zach Lowe called him unwatchable. Sam Mitchell said, "Who wants to play with Luka?" He's getting the criticism you'd expect from a Ben Simmons or a Zion Williamson. But when the Lakers traded for Luka, it was called the steal of the century. How could Dallas be so dumb? Nico Harrison was fired and people threw parties. So I figured with this big of a change, there must be something new this season behind this. Except the arguments that Luka doesn't play defense, that he complains too much to the refs.
Yeah, he does that.
The same arguments Nico Harrison made after he traded him. So what's going on here? I think Luka is forcing us to ask a bigger question. Are we turning on stars too fast?
I don't know. I'm telling you, I don't know what the freak thing got on with Luka, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Like, I feel like Luka be seeing that junk. One thing I can say about Luka, bro, is this mother effer right here plays better when people talk down on him. I'm just saying, bro, like, you can't, like, bro, you can't, bro, you can't, bro. If you're saying something bad about Luka, now you're a hater. Like I said, I understand the crying part. F that crying part, bro. Bro, hooping. I'll take the crying with this. I'll take a crying mother effer dropping 60 any day over somebody that's serious and they ain't get enough. I'll take this crying mother effer. Shoot, forget it. Luka playing like this, I'll take the crying mother effer. I'll deal with it, Luka. I'll deal with it. I'll suck it up. You can cry all you want to. I ain't gonna say nothing else, Luka. You know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm cool with it, Luka. I know what I was saying before, but if you keep playing like this, I will take the crying, boy. I will take the crying. You can play all night with me. You good with me.
Jordan took
you good.
Against the Cavs in game 1 of the 19.
They ain't about the crying. We talking about what we're doing on the court. What does crying have to do with the court? We talking about the court, man. We talking about hooping. F the crying. Yeah, he cry a lot, but we talking about hooping. Is this mother effer not the best hooper in the league right now? We cannot deny the facts.
Problem that every future legend faces. Mike was in his 4th season, and the man had never won a playoff series. The greatest winner in basketball since Bill Russell took 4 years just to get to the 2nd round. And he didn't win a championship until year 7, which is actually normal. Nikola Jokic didn't win a playoff series until year 4. Shea and Giannis took 6 seasons seasons to get past round 1. Early struggles
Back.
are what a lot of great players go through. But why did Michael Jordan get punished for them? Early in Mike's career, before the rings, people called him a flashy scorer who was never going to lead his team to a title. Meanwhile, Jokic, Shea, and Giannis, they got nothing but love at every step. So we need to ask ourselves, why do we give some stars time to grow and immediately tear others apart? We know it's
Crazy.
not pure
Hypocrisy.
talent. It's not even just winning.
Hypocrite.
Maybe it's because Mike was too good too fast. When Luka Doncic joined the Dallas Mavericks, they were coming off a 24-58 season. Their best player was Harrison Barnes. That is the level of help Luka walked into. And what did he do with that help? In his second season, Luka was named first team All-NBA and led the Mavs to 43 wins. Then in the first round of the playoffs, matched up against a prime Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, he did this. But before we continue, I'm very excited. Peak basketball season, and DraftKings is not just DraftKings.
Tired of hearing about DraftKings. I'm
and
so
you can
tired.
stay in at DraftKings for
Tired of hearing about
today's
DraftKings.
video. And now let's get back into the video.
So tired of hearing about DraftKings.
Finney Smith to inbound.
This was insane. Oh my goodness.
Pulls up three-pointer.
I'm telling you, boy, that Luka, bro. I want that Luka. If this Luka right here, bro, is bro. And do not act like I didn't say this. Did I not say if Luka stops crying and if Luka stops foul baiting, Luka could be the best player in the league? Did I not say the only reason Luka is not in my top 5? You know, he in my top 5 now. We gonna just put it back to, I don't give a dang about the motherfucker crying. That motherfucker is on the tear right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a dang about none of that. I'm retracting what I'm saying. But one thing humans act like don't happen. They think you just supposed to stick to something. I say something, so I just supposed to stick to it. Why this motherfucker dropping 50, 40, 60? What I'm gonna continue saying he ain't a top 5 player? Cause he cried? I'm supposed to just continue to stick to the same thing? Human, so you never changed your opinion before? You never ever change your, so you telling me everything that you say, you stick to it. Boy, you don't get your fake, but get out my face with his line, Joe. I can't stand you fake human beings, bro. Y'all so fake. Trying to make it seem like, I'm supposed to just stick to one thing. When I say something, I just supposed to stick to it. That made me look like a goofy. Yeah, Luka's not a top 5 player in the league. This motherfucker dropping 60, 41, 50. Yeah, he's still not a top 5 player in the league. I'll take Cade Cunningham over here. Cade ain't yet dropped 60. When does Cade drop 60? I'm gonna go in and take, I'm gonna take such and such over him. I would take Jaylen Brown over him. Man, get the freak out of my face. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a dang about no crime. I don't give a dang about no complaint. That man is on the tear right now. To me right now, in these span of 8 games, as of right now, like I said, you can take all the crying out and the complaining out. If Luka wasn't crying and complaining to me, Luka would have been the best player in the league. Luka would have been the best player in the league, bro. If I ain't had a problem with crying and complaining. But as of right now, Luka is the best player in the league, bro. Facts. If Luka don't win the MVP, it's blasphemy.
Doncic pulls up three-pointer. It's good. Doncic wins the game at the buzzer.
That boy got ice in his veins.
He was
One thing I'm
just
saying, that boy got
21
ice.
years old. He also had a 30-point triple-double in that series and a game winner against the best two-way player.
That's
in
when Luka was
basketball.
dunking,
Luka
boy.
was in just his second season, and this might have been the worst thing that ever happened to
Y'all
him.
see this? This when Luka was, hey, bro, Luka, bro, you gotta get back to that, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Second season, and this might have been
That's when
the
Luka was
worst
dunking,
thing
boy.
that ever happened to him. Because what happens when you're too good too early? I think we set the bar so high that we start to take greatness for granted. But what we still notice are the flaws. Luka's defense, the complaining. Those are valid criticisms. But ask any basketball fan, what's the difference between an empty stat guy or a true superstar? We'd hear the same thing consistently: winning. And starting in year 2, every single season, Luka's teams have won far more when he plays than when he sits. Every single year. In 2022, the Mavericks had a breakout season.
That's what I'm saying. So he's not the most valuable player? Who's more valuable, SGA to the Thunder or Luka to the Lakers? Come on, let's be real, bro. When we can nip this in the bud right now. When SGA got injured this season, OKC was still winning. Let Luka get injured, bro, with the Lakers. Will we be on this 8-game win streak? I think the freak not. Who's the most valuable player? You want to say the most valuable player? Who's the most valuable player to their team? Luka or SGA? Luka Doncic. Simple, bro. This MVP race is easy. Just like they did.
Not only winning a playoff series, but making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. But on Luka's historic resume, this run has already become an afterthought. People remember this team more for losing to the Warriors and letting Jalen Brunson walk. But with Luka playing that season, a team that almost made the NBA Finals, went 44-21 in the regular season,
need to get Giannis.
almost 70% win rate. Without him, in 17 games, the Mavs were a losing basketball team. So what was Luka's reward for that season? 5th place in the MVP voting behind Devin Booker. How does Luka put up better numbers playing for a team that might not have made the playoffs without him and still finish 5th in the MVP race behind a guy whose stats weren't even in the same conversation? And this was just year 4. We already had a legendary game winner, a conference finals run, numbers that rivaled the best seasons in league history, and the response was, he's not doing enough. So what did Luka do? He did even more. In 2024, Luka answered the biggest question we had left. He led Dallas all the way to the NBA Finals with an undermanned squad. And on that playoff path, Luka took down Shea and the Thunder and then beat Anthony Edwards and the Wolves in the Western Conference Finals. When Nikola Jokic led the Nuggets to the 2023 championship, the media dubbed his run as one of the best playoff performances we have ever seen. And for good reason. Jokic became the first player in NBA history to lead the playoffs in total points, rebounds, and assists. A feat we thought we would not see for a long time. In 2024, Luka Doncic became the first player in NBA history to lead the playoffs in points, rebounds, assists, and steals. Against the best defense in basketball on bloody knees, Luka averaged 29.2 points, 8.8 rebounds, 5.6 assists, and
I ain't gonna lie, I think that freaking Smelters game, like, and he was injured too. Like, bro did his thing in that Smelters game though. You know what I'm saying? It's just the crying though. The crying got him. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the crying, you know what I'm saying? And the foul calls, you know, the foul baiting kind of got Luka, you know what I'm saying? Honestly, but bro was still dropping numbers though with hurt knees. You feel me? So we got to put into perspective that he was injured during that Celtics series too. I don't never speak about that part, but he was injured during the Celtics series too. He made it with that, bro. Luka made it with that trash roster with the Mavericks. He can make it with this one. If Luka made it to the Western, if Luka made it to the finals with him, if Luka made it to the finals, bro, with that trash roster, he could make it. He could make it to the finals with this roster. He can. He's unstoppable. Nobody can guard Luka Doncic. Nobody in the league, bro.
0.6 steals in the 2024 NBA Finals. The media's response?
His defensive performance is unacceptable. He is a hole on the court, and you've got a situation here where Luka is complaining about the officiating. They have begged him. He is costing his team because of how he treats the officials. His performance in this game is unacceptable, and the reason why the Mavericks are not going to win.
And the comments of this video agreed. Immediately after being called a hero, people were saying this man decided to wake up and speak absolute facts today. Luka getting swept in his first final series of his career will humble him. Luka needs to shut up and play, get fit, and become a better leader. Almost instantly, nobody cared that Luka had led a 5 seed to the NBA Finals, even though his path resembled one player we had recently championed, Jimmy Butler. In the 2020
he gonna get praised,
2023 playoffs, Jimmy Butler.
Did Jimmy Butler get his head beat in? You know what I'm saying? But that's what I'm saying. It's the hypocrisy, bro, when it comes to people, bro. People hypocrites, bro. It's some hypocrites, bro. Jimmy Butler ain't did nothing but get praised. Did nothing but get praised and got his head beat in by us. Beat his head in. What'd he do? He wasn't averaging what Luka was averaging. I promise you that. It's the hypocrisy, bro, when it comes to people. People gotta, I even check myself with, see, I check myself, though. See, that's the difference between you and me. You know what I'm saying? I check myself when it comes to hypocrisy. When it comes to me, if I catch myself being a hypocrite, I'd be like, okay, Jay, you being a hypocrite right there. You know what I'm saying? Check myself so I won't become a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? But a lot of y'all, bro, a lot of y'all are some hypocrites. I think y'all need to go look up the definition of a hypocrite. And I promise you, you're going to see yourself in the mirror. I'm a hypocrite sometimes, bro. But I check myself, bro. I'm rarely a hypocrite. Rarely. Because you know why? Accountability. But a lot of y'all don't take accountability. So you're going to continue being a hypocrite over and over again. I mean, you got to understand, bro, most of these superstars and won rings at the age of 27. That's when most of the superstars hit their peak. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James. SGA, Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's when most players hit their peak is around 27.
Tapped into a level of
Say
play
new?
we had never before seen from him. Both years leading the Heat to surprise runs all the way to the NBA Finals. And in both of those finals, the Heat never stood a real chance. In 2023, they lost to the Nuggets in 5 games.
They had beat
In the
him.
media's response, they gave Butler the nickname Playoff Jimmy and
Exactly.
told us he needed more help to actually win a title. Luka's 2024 playoff numbers were better than both 2020 and 2023 Jimmy. They're
Crazy.
actually better than any playoff season that Jimmy Butler has ever had. But Luka started his career with GOAT expectations. Jimmy Butler was the 30th pick in the draft, the perfect underdog, the man we never saw coming. So, same playoff results, but a completely different story. Again, it felt like Luka's own early dominance was hurting him instead of earning him praise. Here's a serious
People
question
weird,
for you.
bro.
What if Luka had started his career
Weird.
as the 20th pick, slowly became better and better, and the 2024 playoffs were his breakout moment? Would the media have dubbed him Playoff Luka? Instead, in 2024, Luka had a 73-point game, and it was a blip on the league's radar. Brian Windhorst screaming was more of a highlight than anything Luka did in the finals, which gives us an even deeper question. Why is the NBA media choosing to rip apart Luka's flaws instead of focusing on everything else? So let me stop here and ask you, where do you think Luka Doncic ranks this season in defensive box score plus minus? Dead last? Middle of the pack? How about 20th?
What I was saying Luka been decent, bro. Luka been decent, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of y'all be running. Like one thing I realize about people, when I say people, now I say y'all, you cannot pay attention to what people be saying, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't pay attention to what people be saying. You know what I mean? I've been saying it, bro. You know, Luka's defense has been iffy some games, and I hold him accountable for that. But mostly, bro, I said this, mostly this season, Luka's defense has improved. But it comes to the people that watch the game. One thing I realized about a lot of y'all weirdos, bro, is that you just continue to just, a lot of y'all some sheep. You know what I mean? You just continue saying what everybody else saying, and then the people that's saying what you're saying are casuals. People just talk, literally talk without any facts or evidence. He ain't got no defense, but he top 20 when it comes to such and such. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm not gonna act like I didn't say Luka is a complainer. I'm gonna act like I didn't say Luka's a flopper. I said all that. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't take away the fact that my man right here is balling out right now. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about pure basketball. He's balling out because a lot of people cry. Probably not like Luka, but I see a lot of people cry. I seen Ed Edwards cry. I see Steph Curry cry. I seen Nikola Jokic cry. I seen a lot of everybody cry, bro. I'm gonna keep it real. All these mother effers be crying. Let's keep it real though. You know what I'm saying? Luka's just get pinpointed. Let's keep it real. I talk about Luka crying because he on my dang team. You feel me? But everybody cry. I see everybody crying, literally, for a call. Luka ain't the only one.
You're the top. When we compare Luka to the MVP seasons of Steph Curry, James Harden, and Steve Nash, Luka fits right in with Curry and Harden. Nash is the real outlier with a negative defensive box score plus minus. Steve Nash was praised for being the engine of the 7 seconds or less Suns, a team that shot more threes than usual, at times played a hybrid 4 in Sean Marion, and pushed the ball so often that they were seen as revolutionary for their time. Nash won both of his MVPs because of his offensive greatness. His defense was known as a weak point, but we didn't focus on that. We focused on what he did best. Luka's all-around numbers dwarf Steve Nash's. Even if we account for pace of that era, even if we took away 5 points a game from Luka. Now, I'm not saying defense is not extremely important. Obviously it is, but Luka has proven that he can lead a team to the finals playing his brand of defense. His advanced defensive numbers are fine. So what has happened in recent years that he is now called a cone instead of being called one of the best all-around offensive players we've ever seen? Because when Allen Iverson was at his peak between the ages of 24 and 30, he averaged nearly 30 points per game and became a cultural icon. Not only did he win an MVP, but kids grew up desperately wanting to be like AI. He sold the 9th most NBA jerseys of all time. He also shot under 42% in that prime 24 to 30-year-old stretch, while having a combined 1 defensive box score plus minus. So we're seeing the stars of the past had much bigger flaws than Luka, but for some reason we're living in a time where Luka's flaws are put under a microscope. And it's not just Luka. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is a legitimate two-way star. He won the MVP. He won a championship for a Thunder team that's about to finish first in the NBA for a 3rd straight season, but no trophy has helped him to fix his reputation as a foul merchant. We have a real cycle on our hands. A player comes onto the scene, gets a ton of praise, and roughly a year later, the hate arrives. Anthony Edwards has openly said he does not want to be the face of the NBA. And when asked about it, LeBron explained Ant's thinking. Why do you want to be the face of a league when all the people that cover our game and talk about our game on a day-to-day basis shit on everybody? Shai's MVP and championship did nothing to quiet his own hate. So what would Luka need for this all to stop? Would he have to win 2 MVPs, 3 titles? Even then, would it be enough? LeBron is proving this season that fans will turn on you no matter what.
I'm telling you, bro. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, for me, I am totally different from these hating fanboys. I am totally different. You know what I mean? First and foremost, I'm not no fanboy. You know what I'm saying? Honestly, and first and foremost, you know, that's just my team. You know what I mean? My Lakers, you know what I'm saying? I'll say I'm a fanboy for the Lakers. You know what I mean? I accept that. I'm a fanboy for the Lakers. I'm a fanboy for my Lakers. You know what I'm saying? But for me, bro, like I said, for me, I just hold people accountable. Like, do I not give Luka Doncic props? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I not, when Luka does good, do I not give Luka props? That's the difference between me. I don't not focus on their flaws. But if they need to be held accountable, I hold them accountable. Yeah, I talk about their flaws. I'm gonna talk about everybody's flaws. But I'm not just a person that speaks on their flaws and don't speak on their excellent traits too as well. That's just not me. Same thing when it came to SGA. You know what I'm saying? You could probably say what you want to say about SGA, but guess what? I speak good about SGA, do I? That's the difference between me and these cats, bro. These cats just focus on flaws. Flaws. That's all they care about is flaws, bro. That's all they care about, bro. They don't care about nothing good. They just care about flaws. Haters. That is haters. I told y'all, and I said it one time, and I'm going to say it again. How can you expect a person that is a hater in real life to not be a hater in basketball? How can you expect a person that is jealous, a jealous mother effer in real life, not to be jealous in basketball? A jealous person is a jealous person. A hater is a hater. Don't matter if it's the NFL, no matter if it's the NBA, NHL, that mother effer gonna find something to hate on. See, the difference between me, I hold people accountable. The difference between you a hater. You a hater. I ain't no hater. I hold people accountable. So when I feel like Luka needs to be held accountable, I hold him accountable. But you can't act like when Luka do good, I don't give him praise. I give Luka praise all the time. Just like I hold him accountable. Same thing for LeBron. I give LeBron praise just like I hold LeBron accountable. That's the difference between me and you. You don't say nothing good about Luka. You trash him. You don't say nothing good about LeBron. You trash him. You pick on his flaws more than you pick on his greatness. That ain't me, buddy.
You have done in the past. They're always going to find a reason to hate. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. Just play. I don't understand when it comes to people paying attention to what people be saying. Bro, you got to understand, they hated Jesus Christ. Let me get that through your heads, y'all. People hated Jesus Christ. They had something to say with anything Jesus was doing. You cannot please everybody, bro. It's all about pleasing yourself. One thing about sports fans, bro, they're delusional. They think what they say matter. Like for our 2020 bubble ring. That don't count. Who are you to say it doesn't count? See, that's one thing we got to change, y'all. We can't let other people's opinion change the reality. So them saying it doesn't count, delusional. First and foremost, they're delusional. That's their opinion. It's not a fact. The factual is it counts. When you look up who is the 2020 champions, who was the 2020 NBA champions, what name is going to pop up? The Los Angeles Lakers, right? So that's the reality. So why would I let a buffoon, a delusional buffoon, change what reality is? See what I'm saying? That's what I say, bro. I noticed a long time ago I had to stop looking at comments. I used to look at comments all the time. I like, bro, I got to stop looking at comments because what they say not even real. What they say don't even matter. But they say even reality. Think about it, y'all. Well, I care about 100% of the time what people think about you is not even real. So why the freak you care about what a weird, delusional mother? You got to look at people like that. You the weird one. You the delusional one, not me. It's a whole bunch of weird and delusional mother effers. And one thing about them weird and delusional mother effers, they think just because they in a large group that make them right. Whole bunch of weird and delusional mother effers. You're never going to find a real mother effer, bro, in a large crowd. We're always alone. We're always hated the most. You're going to find a weird, delusional hater with a bunch of people. That's what they feel. They feel good. But us, real people, they're not in a bunch of groups. They're not in a large group of people.
When we really think about it, at what point did we stop enjoying basketball and start looking for reasons to hate people playing it? And there we have it. Thank you for watching today's video. If you enjoyed it,
you're right, bro. And that's why I said I thank you for making this video. You're right, bro. You know what I mean? I'm gonna stop saying stuff. I'm gonna still hold him accountable about the crime. You know what I'm saying? If I feel like it's hurting my team, I'm gonna hold him accountable about the crime. But you know what I'm saying? That's one thing I just started. One thing I do, and I don't feel bad about it, is I hold you accountable. And that's forever gonna be that. I don't feel like nobody's above accountability. But Luka Doncic is definitely the best player in the league right now. He's been on a tear, one of the best 8-game freaking stretches I've seen ever. You know what I mean? So shout out to Luka, bro. You know what I'm saying? Much love to Luka. Even though he cries and whatever, I don't care about that. He doing his thing, bro. So what he's doing right now is outweighing the crying and the complaining and all that. I don't care. That's small. That crying, complaining, that's small to what he's doing right now. It's major, bro. What he doing is major. Shout out to Luka Doncic, bro. Doing his thing. For sure, we owe him.